Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone that can hear the sound of my voice to this week's edition of the Petty and Ill-Informed podcast, where we venture our petty and ill-informed opinions about a variety of topics. Joining me, Nikki. Nikki, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not bad, thank you for asking. Tom is here, but he's currently feeding his pussy. So,
You know how Tom is.
how's your week been, babes?
Very, very busy.
Hmm.
Very busy. And next week will be even busier. Yay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm back. I was just feeding the cat.
She was just feeding the cat. Okay, good. I assume
Yeah,
the cat has been fed.
Yes. Hopefully she's busy with her face buried in the bowl instead of my armpit, trying to get fuss and attention.
Oh, I have been watching some horror movies lately,
Uh-huh.
and I've found a couple that were pretty decent. The Sadness, which I believe may be Korean, but I'm not positive. And then Incantation, which was Taiwanese, but both are pretty interesting horror movies. I've been watching them with my nephew. The first one, The Sadness, is kind of a zombie movie, but they're not necessarily zombies. It's like a virus mutated and takes over your frontal lobe and basically turns you into lizard brain. And like you still have your facilities about you, but all of your impulse control is completely gone, and so everybody just turns to violence and sex, but they can be smart and manipulative about it. They're not mindless, which kind of, you know, it kind of reminded me of A Clockwork Orange, but it was easier for me to watch than A Clockwork Orange. Far more gory than A Clockwork Orange, but like that mindless violence is definitely part of it.
Yeah, that was a tough watch, Clockwork Orange.
Oh yeah, that one I had a very hard time with that movie, honestly. It triggered the crap out of me. I think the reason why this was easier for me to kind of consume is because, they didn't have a choice. It's not like they're just these people that are doing this. Whereas in A Clockwork Orange, they're just these people that are doing this,
Yeah, it's just the bit of the old ultra violence.
Yeah.
It really is alarming. But it's what's so clever about that film is the way it turns the tables.
Yeah.
And when you like one of the most, the way you cannot help but when Alex is completely unable to defend himself and his former friends find him and they nearly drown him in that animal water trough.
Yeah.
That's a terrible scene.
Yeah, this one is very punishing. It was good though. Like I did not mind reading for 2.5, 3 hours at all. Because it was 100% just subbed.
Right. I don't know. What was it called again?
The Sadness.
Right. How old is it?
I want to say it was like 20. It's been in the past. I think it was 2022. It hasn't been like over 10 years.
I see.
Yeah.
There's a horror film that's just come out called Obsession that I've been told I have to see. Have you heard of that one? Well, it's in cinemas at the moment, and the premise is that a guy high school type age, maybe college, I think, gets one wish. He gets choose one wish, and the girl that he really fancies, he chooses. He says to her, "Can I be? I want her to be helplessly in love with me."
Mhm.
It's about message about be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
She does, but in a really psychotic, obsessive way.
Nice. Sounds
And
like a good time. I said the film sounds like a good time.
Only you would say that, Nikki. Yeah. So, and yeah, this guy finds himself being pursued by this woman, and it's not what he bargained for at all. It's really unpleasant for him. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it.
Obsession.
I love a good horror movie or like, dark drama.
Can confirm she's cuckoo for horror films.
I love them.
Watching a Netflix show at the moment called Beef, which is about a road rage situation that escalates to insane levels.
And it's really good.
Yeah, pretty good.
I still haven't learned a lesson, about road rage. Like it's not gonna keep me from experiencing it, but I get it.
Right. Do you suffer from road rage?
No.
You bloody liar.
Yeah. I'm not like one of those crazy people who are gonna like lose it and follow you home or anything, but I will cuss you out pretty seamlessly, honestly, while I'm driving.
Yeah, she will.
I was in a bit of a dilemma. What would you guys have done in this situation? Okay. I was at a KFC drive-through last night, and
What?
Yeah.
You can't go to KFC. You're a vegan.
Then they do a vegan burger. Very nice.
KFC does a vegan burger.
Yes, it does.
Kentucky Fried Chicken does a vegan burger.
Yeah, so does Burger King, so does McDonald's.
This fucking country, man, it's just going to the dogs.
Well, no, they don't serve dog burger.
I bet they do. You know what they call dogs, don't you? Chicken of the alleyway.
Chicken of the alleyway.
That's clever. Nice one. Pat yourself on the back.
Uh,
So, I'm in this queue, and it's quite hard to picture, but where the queue is for KFC, in their drive-through queue, there's a little break in the allotted space in the line. It curls around the edge of the car park, and there's a gap in it where cars can drive through from the car park to go back onto the road and disappear. And in that gap, somebody tried. Well, they didn't try to. They did stop and turn in and join the drive-through queue halfway through, and it was moving very slowly. And I nearly got out and had a word and said, "Excuse me, we're all in the queue. The back of the queue is back there."
Oh, you nearly had a word. That means you didn't actually have a word.
Exactly that. What would you guys have done in that situation?
Probably the same as you. Nothing. You don't know. You might be a psychopath.
Yeah,
you
I
don't
live
want to
in
mess
Memphis.
with
You don't want to die.
entitled people, because 9 times out of 10 they're Karens or Kevins.
Yeah, that's true. And you don't want to mess with a Kevin. They're not worth your time.
Yeah, or a Karen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised you didn't throw the old coconut at him, though, Tom.
I would.
So that's what you'd have done. Made sure that you'd have had a coconut with you and have lobbed it at his car.
I refuse to believe you go anywhere without a coconut.
I went shopping today and I didn't. I didn't buy a coconut.
You didn't buy a coconut?
No, I don't buy them every time. I don't worship them. I haven't got a shrine built around them.
Why not? If I could
Oh.
build a shrine around pineapple, I would.
The
Just
only
saying.
time I've ever been slightly tempted to use AI would be to make like a Grand Theft Auto style intro for this show
Hmm.
and have like pictures of us slowly go across the screen to some like decent upbeat music. And Tom's picture would definitely be him in a Hawaiian t-shirt with a tray, and instead of cocaine, it's just coconuts.
It's just coconuts. That would work.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't use AI, so
I do. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I try not to.
it's really bad for the environment.
I do.
Oh.
I don't do it all the time. Like I know some people. You know some people that use it way more.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
like how personable it is, how friendly it is. It's like too friendly. It's like, what do you want?
Well, it's grooming you, Tom.
Well,
That's its job.
What, to get you addicted to it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then it'll recommend things you buy, and you'll listen to it.
Yeah.
It's made by a corporation, and when did corporations ever give anything away for free?
They don't.
Well, it wants you to spend loads of time on it, just like everything else to do with phones.
But yeah, it's all about ad revenue. The
Yeah.
better it gets to know you, like I've used AI to like help me decide what horror movie to watch before. And if I rented those films, I wonder if they would get like a piece of
Gabby's done some research, and apparently KFC is not doing a vegan chicken options on its menu.
It is over here. Unless they stop doing it. I mean, the queue was so slow. I didn't even get to the front, and I gave up. I drove out of that exit and went to McDonald's instead, where I had a McPlant.
Well, we all know the McPlant exists.
Yeah, the plant Whopper, that's brilliant.
Oh, Whopper sounds so fucking good right now.
Plus, I don't know what it's like down your way, but KFC in Carlisle, right? They don't. English isn't their first language there.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, you say vegan burger, and they might just hear burger. It's weird. It's the only fast food restaurant in Carlisle that's like that. Because all the others, it's all English speakers, but the KFC is just all people that don't have English as their first language. And we had to give up. Like Nikki will tell you, that's the only time we ever went into the restaurant, because we had to give up using the drive-through entirely. We have to go in and use their machines. Otherwise, guarantee they'll get our order wrong.
Oh, yeah. The KFC down here was terrible for that. More than half the time, there would be a mistake in the order. Absolutely guaranteed. What would happen was I'd normally park, get my order, drive just enough for the next car to get to the window, I'd park, check everything, invariably get out of the car, walk back and go, this is missing and this is missing. There's no sweet corn, there's no beans, that kind of thing. You've only done one fries, we ordered 3, that kind of stuff. They were hopeless. I don't know what it was about it, but they just really had. You had one job to get someone's order right, and you didn't do it over and over and over again. They were terrible for it. I don't know why.
Do you go to Costa and Starbucks?
Yeah.
Is it because in Carlisle it's weird. The customer service is completely different in Costa and Starbucks. In Starbucks, they're just like, Yes, sir. Can I help you, sir? Can I suck your dick, sir? And in Costa, they're like, what do you want? That happened to us once. We went to the Costa drive-through, and they were like, yeah. Literally. I'm not even being sarcastic. They went, yeah. I was like,
That's the brilliant. Sometimes
we
you
put
get
our
this.
order in, and after we finished, my brother was like, "Can we have this, please?" And the dude was like, "Yeah, sure." That was it. That was the whole thing. Starbucks, they just upsell. They want, they're desperate for your phone number. Every bit the stereotypical coffee baristas at Starbucks, but at Costa, they're just like, I don't know. I guess like they don't put as much emphasis on customer service in Costa as they do in
Yeah,
Starbucks.
they give zero shits, it seems.
Yeah.
There was when I used to work at a Little Chef years and years ago. It was great fun, and there was a manager called Steve, and he used to say to us, "Oh, we're getting quite busy. Put a little weight on the door." And I'd go up and I'd say, go up and I'd say, "Hello, hello, madam. Table for 4? Yes, please. Okay, so just to let you know, we're quite busy at the moment, so it might take a few minutes to get the orders out. Just to let you know in advance." And they say, "Okay, thank you very much. That's no problem." We say, "Great." But we would then, but then there was one guy called Sean, who was about 15 or 16. And Steve said to him, "Sean, it's getting a little bit busy. You've got a couple of tables still to order. Put a little weight on the door." And he'd go up and he would just walk up to the customers and he'd go, 20-minute wait.
Yeah.
And they sort of say, "Well, can we come in and sit down?" He'd go, 20-minute wait. He wouldn't know what to do beyond repeating that. And I think Steve overheard him one day. Went, no, you're not going to do it like that. You're going to do it like this. And had to explain to him how to do it. Because for most of us, that kind of thing would come quite intuitively, not for Sean.
Well, do you know what? I'm on Sean's side for this. He relayed the information as efficiently as possible.
Oh, he was funny. Yeah, they were special people I used to work with at the Little Chef. There are these two guys called Steve and Craig. And they once, what did they do? I mean, bear in mind, this was like 1996, 30 years ago. Oh my God, it was. And what they used to do was they once went out. They were on the late shift from 3 p.m. till 11 p.m. And they got a crate of beer and just walked around the streets from 11 p.m. No, from after a shift from 11 p.m. till about 6 a.m. And then they came in drunk, totally drunk, had a breakfast in the restaurant, and then went home, presumably got a bit of sleep, showered, sobered up, and came into work 3 p.m. the same day. I remember Steve taking 3 hours to chop a couple of lettuces.
A lettuce? How do you manage that?
What, to chop a lettuce?
3 hours to chop a lettuce.
Well, he was just prepping, doing a small amount of prep over a very long time.
Was he just stopping between?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. Not much, probably. It was just he was so overtired and so hungover he couldn't really function.
Man, I remember when I was in my early 20s, me and my manager walked from the pub to work on New Year's Day. We spent all night celebrating a New Year, and then we just went into work. If I tried now, I'd be dead.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do it. I've had
Lit-
moments like that.
Yeah. I mean, I assume we all did when we were young.
Hmm.
I can't even imagine trying that now.
I
I'd be
was.
like, I'd be like, ah, I just.
I think I could do it. I think I would just be a grumpy bitch the whole time. Actually, no. I'd probably be delirious. I'd probably be a joy to work with because I'm the masking queen, and when I start getting tired, I get the giggles. At least at work.
Is that
Around
your
the
coping mechanism?
It is. So my coworker and I've been running like 12-hour days, and it's getting worse. We're on a skeleton crew, and around the 10-hour mark, her and I just start getting the giggles, and everything is funny. Like, it doesn't matter what horrible thing happens, we're just over there laughing at the chaos. Um that's going on. So it's one of those things in healthcare. A lot of the times you laugh to keep from crying, especially when you're understaffed.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a lot of, you know, just what are you gonna do about it? Cry? Like, there's no crying in the OR. You
So
just
crying in the OR.
Yeah, you can't contaminate those precious surgical instruments with your tears. God damn it, suck it up.
Correct. There's no crying in the OR. And also, like, it's like at my specific place of work, it doesn't happen this way, but at other places, surgeons can be dicks, and it is known that you do not let them see you cry.
Oh, I remember you've had a hard enough time with some of them in the past.
Oh, I have, yeah. I had one who's now one of my favorites, but had you told me he was going to be my favorite 3 years ago when I was offering people money to scrub for him instead of me,
Yeah.
I would have told you to go fuck yourself. But we're great now because I learned that being professional wasn't what needed to happen. Now I'm just a dick to him and he loves me.
Yeah, that doctor really did have a massive turnaround because you did used to complain about him a lot.
And now I love working with him. And the turnaround was just how I approached the situation. Like, I stopped being professional. When he would ask me something, even if I knew he wouldn't like the answer, I wouldn't act like I didn't know. I'd be like, you want to know why this is happening? Because of this, and this. And so all he wanted was for me to spill the tea, give him some hot gossip, and tell him to go fuck himself when he was being a dick. That's all he wants.
That's all most men want, let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like, now we just make horrible barbs at each other and we have a good time. Like,
That's basically our entire relationship.
right. Yeah. And that's just me with the surgeon. Like, we're mean to each other, and it's a show of affection in the OR. Is just us bragging on one another.
Hopefully you're having less sex with him then.
Yeah, not as much as I used to. Yeah. Just kidding. Not at all.
No, that was a good one. I walked right into that one.
I was just gonna go with it. Yeah, not as much.
No. Not as much as you. Yeah. Good stuff. Okay, so Tom, do you have any interesting stories?
What, news stories or stories from life?
Stories from life. You've usually got a couple of tales from your life. Mind you, you did go on about KFC and stuff, so I guess you've satisfied that urge.
Yeah.
Let me think. Arsenal have won the Premier League. Woohoo!
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Should have bought a lottery ticket, or let me check to make sure hell's not fucking frozen over.
No, but they have. So that's been really interesting. It's interesting. Like, competitive sports is such a silly thing to invest your time and emotional energy in, because for most teams, they lose most of the time. Some terribly, some only just about, and some of are perennially hopeless. Like, do you remember, Nikki? Do you remember when the Saints fans used to call themselves the Aints and wear paper bags over their heads at matches?
No, but that
No, it's
sounds like
true.
something we would do.
It was
I'm not doubting it, man. Like,
it was a thing years ago. Nick, I'm sure Gabby will ping us some Wikipedia article about it or something, but no, or pictures of it. But no, for real, it was a thing in the maybe in the early 80s when the Saints were just terrible and they would have losing season after losing season.
hold
They
on,
never
hold
got any
on.
better.
When the Saints were just terrible, as if
Well,
that time has passed.
Well, it
I am
did
a
when they.
Saints fan. Yes, they won one Super Bowl like a decade ago.
20
Yes.
years ago.
But
almost.
that's exactly what I'm saying. They had a great quarterback, an all-time legend in Drew Brees for about
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah.
And they only won one season did they actually walk away
Listen,
happy.
part of that was there were a couple Super Bowls that were stolen for us.
Yes,
from
when-
us, for real,
the-
against the Rams, 100%. But another part is that I don't know if you know this, but the Saints actually were taking hits against other players and injuring them on purpose.
yeah,
and
Bountygate.
yeah. And so I think a lot of bad calls have been made on them because of that, in which, whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, as a longtime Saints fan, I understand that we suck. I feel like I'm in a abusive relationship. They're like, no, we'll get better, and I'm like, okay, and then they do, right? But at the end of the season, they choke and they just go right back to where they were before.
Well, they're having a very hard time being competitive now.
Yeah.
They I think they've just about settled on a quarterback at the moment. That's about it.
As long as they can keep Kamara, man, you get a decent quarterback that can throw to Kamara or what the crap is his name? There's one other one. They're both amazing and they're both still on the team. Though there have been rumors about Kamara being traded. I don't think that would be a very smart idea on their side.
Well, running backs, Kamara is a running back, and running backs have such a short shelf life now.
Yeah.
I mean, like 4 or 5 years, and they tend to be done. I mean, for a good running back, I mean, you go back to the days of Emmitt Smith, Thurman Thomas, Terrell Davis, Barry Sanders. These guys were good for well over a decade.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, it'll be interesting to watch Jahmyr Gibbs in Detroit, because he's done 3 years now and he's doing really, and he could hit a wall soon. Christian McCaffrey out in San Francisco, he's a fantastic running back, son of Ed McCaffrey, I think, former Broncos receiver, who was big when I was just getting into it. And these guys can, I mean, McCaffrey, he wasn't quite his usual self last season. He gave it his all, no doubt. But these running backs, they just 4 or 5 years and they really hit a decline. So if they trade Kamara, that could be why, because they think that the wall could be
his time is up. Yeah.
I mean, look at Saquon Barkley. He's another really good example. He was a standout for one bright light on some terrible New York Giants teams, went to the Eagles, won a Super Bowl, and the year after, it's just not been the same. The whole Eagles offense just was not the same last year. So what I'm saying is of all my interests, like Rubik's Cubes and Doctor Who and metal music or collecting CDs, all of those things are in my hands. And, literally, collecting physical media and stuff, and it's fun, and it's not without challenge, certainly not the Rubik's Cubes and stuff, but when you're sports and it's so out of your hands, it's a funny thing. It's a strange phenomenon that so many people are drawn to it. I guess there's something in part of human nature, and this is understandable. Part of human nature is the love of competition.
Yeah.
You know, it's quite. You know, we're still animals at the end of the day. It's still survival of the fittest. So I guess it all stems from that. Just like really good cuisine stems from our love of food.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our need for food. It's all rooted in animal instincts. But it's just hard work. But anyway, after 3 years of nearly doing it, 3 years of being the bridesmaid, finally we got our day at the altar. We and it's funny. It's a very long season. I mean, it runs from August until the following May. It's a long year, and the season ends tomorrow. And it's about how many points you accumulate throughout the season. And our biggest rivals were Manchester City, and a month ago they beat us, and that left us tied on points. And normally this is when Man City turn it on and they're relentless. Meanwhile, Arsenal bottle it and choke. And many Arsenal fans, including friends of mine, were totally expecting that to happen again. But we dug our heels in defensively big time, and we scraped through 3 1-0 wins. Only had one convincing win, but meanwhile, City have choked. They've drawn twice, and now we go into the last game of the season, and we have an unassailable lead. We are already champions, and it is absolutely amazing. I mean, to know that this generation of players, like Drew Brees has a Super Bowl ring, and nobody can ever take that away from him.
Yeah.
And there's about 15 Arsenal players that have been there for a long time, and who really deserve it. And they are Premier League champions, and they, for the rest of their lives as commentators or whatever else they do 10 years from now, they will always be able to say former Premier League champion Gabriel Martinelli or Declan Rice or Bukayo Saka, David Raya, Gabriel Magalhaes, all these incredible. I mean, those names don't mean anything to you, but they're incredible players, and it's really. There's a sense of natural justice about this for me.
Gary Lineker never won the Premier League, and I defy you to think of someone more famous than him. Well, apart from David Beckham, I guess.
Yeah,
listen, David Beckham is known because he's beautiful. Like, even I know who David Beckham is.
There was this really, really funny one where his wife, Victoria, did these adverts for clothes. No, she did. She made her own clothing range, and she got her husband, David, to model them. And one of them was this pair of underpants. And there's these on roadsides, there's these billboards, there's these massive, great, basically David Beckham's penis hidden by a thin film of fabric.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Do you know the ones I'm talking about?
Flaunt it. Yeah, I know exactly which ones you're talking about.
If you've got it flaunted, that doesn't apply to someone's bell end.
I'm just, listen, she understood the assignment and what would sell the underwear. If David Beckham is my husband and I can use his image to sell men's underwear, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, use it to sell a shirt. Use it to sell some hairstyling.
No, she knows sex sells. She knew what she was doing. She's smart.
I thought that only applied to guys. Maybe she was trying to appeal to the gay market.
It does not. Listen, women are far worse than men are. You cannot convince me. We have like smut talk. We have like entire books that are just erotica dedicated. Like, women are just eating this stuff up. You don't think that we want to look at David Beckham in a pair of underwear? You're crazy.
Badly written books, I might add.
Yeah. Like, I should really write some, like, at this point, because I could probably make some really good money.
Yeah, not.
I know what you mean. Well, I mean, Nikki, my complaint isn't that women wouldn't find it sexy. I mean, is it that the women are then supposed to then go and buy this underwear for their husbands and their boyfriends? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, at the very least,
you think perfume and commercials for women are all targeted to men. So men will buy the stuff for their girlfriends and wives.
Right.
Okay.
Same
My
with,
wife
you know,
is into werewolf smut novels. A woman of culture, Chris.
that's right.
Who doesn't love a good werewolf smut
Listen,
novel?
I too am a werewolf slut, so I get it. You give me a smut novel or erotica of any kind, animation, whatever, with werewolves, I'm there. I'm there.
She's totally there.
I have such that is my fetish. I'm not into
A mate of
vampires, but werewolves, yes.
I've never found vampires remotely sexy. I don't get it.
They're all whining little weenies. I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm
no,
not
Twilight was just the final straw, the final nail in the coffin for vampires for me. It's just like, what is this? What have they done to you? I have this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. Yeah, me and Nikki were playing it earlier. I'm doing really badly in this run, but in the next run, I do really well.
Yeah, and I do really badly. So like we switched.
We switch. We can't get on the same page. It's really annoying.
Yeah, he basically like killed Bebop and Rocksteady by himself, all on his onesies.
Didn't feel good about it. I love
Oh.
Bebop and Rocksteady.
I do
Bebop
too.
and Rocksteady. Brilliant. God, do you know what? This reminds me of. Oh no, that's sorry. One more point to make on the previous topic, if I may.
Yeah.
Was a friend of mine had an online friend of mine had was reading a lesbian erotic thriller on her Kindle, and she showed me the trigger warning page. Guys, it was unbelievable. I'm going to forward it to you. It was it had things on it that I didn't even know were things. It was crazy. It was absolutely nuts.
No, I want an example now of a thing you didn't even know was a thing.
He can't say
Sure.
much because I have to explain weird things that he doesn't know are things.
Right. Yeah, EverQuest was fun, Chris, but for me and Nikki, it was World of Warcraft. We once spent an entire day in Orgrimmar just fishing.
Yep. World of Warcraft is great.
It was great back in the day.
It's great now. Honestly, it's gotten better. Like it keeps getting better. I'm always surprised at how much they care about what their people want, like their players. It might take them 5 years, but you'll get it eventually, you know.
Yeah.
Right, just scrolling through. Oh, hang on, here we are.
I mean, yeah, that is a fair point. It did take World of Warcraft a few expansion packs before it found its groove.
Yeah. I loved EverQuest. I really did. EverQuest Online was great because if you wanted to go adventure, you could. But if you just wanted to sit and craft all day, which tends to be the way that I fuck around, you can. And it was perfectly cool to like sit there and role play in town and do things in town. I think we need more role play games like that where there's, you know, a less shittier RuneScape.
I don't think there's anything wrong with RuneScape. I mean, it's still got a very strong...
yeah. I mean, I still play RuneScape from time to time, but I mean, like, EverQuest actually, if you did not want to go out into the world, you did not have to.
Right.
I can't remember which one it was. I think it was just EverQuest Online, the first one. Like, you didn't have to go do that. You could treat it kind of like a mud, almost.
Well, Gabby sent me something about the Beckhams.
Yeah.
Around a bitter public rift between David and Victoria Beckham and their eldest son, Brooklyn
Huh.
Apparently, they're estranged.
Interesting. Like the son and both of the parents.
There's a
Oh, EverQuest 2. Thank you.
there's another final episode of The Boys, or was it the penultimate episode? I can't remember. There's a rant that Butcher goes on about Victoria Beckham that I agree with completely, about how there's no reason she should be famous because she's so untalented. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I mean, us in England, we had the Spice Girls shoved down our throat, and then S Club 7.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, the Spice Girls were shoved down our throat as Americans too, but they were a guilty pleasure of mine. Like I was a very goth kid, listened to Manson and metal, and then me and my best friend Kiana would go into my room and listen to the Spice Girls like on the DL. You know, we were ashamed, but we listened to them anyway.
Okay, so in the kinks column, we have dubious consent. How is that a kink? Is that like
Well, that
women that are into the R word?
that is
Consent,
me,
non-consent.
yeah, I think it's a bit of
Mhm.
CN. What I'm told is called CNC.
Yeah.
But that for me, seeing that is not a book I would read. I would not read a book. I would just have serious reservations about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure exactly what I think is okay and what is not, and what the line is, because I don't want to be sort of dictatorial and or censoring. But there are some things that just should not be made. So I'm not, I'm not completely entirely sure where my ethical framework is around.
Yeah. It
So I wouldn't
sounds
want to be
like
part of.
Go ahead.
I just said I wouldn't want to be part of any cancel culture or something, but a book that features dubious consent is for me like, whoa. I mean, like I don't want to be reading anything that makes light of rape or anything like that. And I just really gave me the ick, so I would not read that book.
Yeah.
I once saw a film.
Wait 1 second, Tom.
Go on.
What I really, really want is like Spice Up Your Life was the best song the Spice Girls ever made. Let's get that sorted, Gabby, first of all. Okay, sorry, Tom, continue.
I once saw a film that I was pretty shocked that it had been made. I stopped watching it. I was legitimately appalled at it. I mean, there's humor and there's black humor, but for me, this was just in really to make light of the subject it made light of.
What movie was it?
Yeah, Nikki's
it was intrigued. A film called Happiness. It was made in 1998, and Happiness with a question mark. It is critically acclaimed. It's got big rave reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, I went through the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, and then I did find one who said what I was thinking. Who said, I can in sheer disbelief that this film exists. Shall I tell you what happened?
Sure.
Go. As long as it's YouTube
30
friendly.
seconds.
Okay, it's quite simple.
Make it short.
There's a guy. He's a paedophile. He has a son who's 11 years old. His son has a sleepover, and he gives these kids Rohypnol in their goodnight milk, and he rapes them at night.
Oh my God.
You're not allowed to say any of those words on YouTube. I said make it YouTube friendly.
Oof.
Sorry, I didn't know.
That's crazy.
I mean,
honestly, R word for that, and you're definitely not allowed to say the P word.
Oh,
wow.
so Can you go back and edit that out, or can we?
No, it's live. There is no post production.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I thought my full denunciation of this film would have given me a free pass.
No, not with
No.
AI scamming or just skimming for words and not actual intent.
If the stream gets taken down, Gabby, tell me again, please, because remember when he got us taken down before.
How? What was that? Talking about the other P word?
No, remember
No.
I said you sent me the Olympic videos and I asked, is this copyright free? Can we watch it on YouTube? And you said, yeah, we can. We watched it and YouTube took the stream down midstream.
Oh, I'd
That's
forgotten about that.
funny.
God, this is poor. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Richard. I'm sorry. I don't know those. These rules are news to me. I'm not a YouTube broadcaster by normally, but no, I
Yeah.
honestly thought my categorical denunciation of this film and my disbelief that someone thought that it was that level of black comedy was okay. I just could not believe, and I
that's
would
insane.
fraternally disassociate myself from that film. I think it's appalling.
Yeah.
I don't think you can make light of that. I don't think it's a laughing matter. I don't think it's just a laugh. It's just making it out. No, it was just absolutely foul through and through.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A
very
good rule. Sorry.
I'm very
just-
much in the camp of either everything's okay or nothing's okay. So it might not be your cup of tea, but if it's parody, it's parody, you know. Sorry. Continue.
Well, no, I was just gonna tell
Right.
Tom that if he's seen it censored on Facebook, censor it on YouTube. Like, you have to be careful with even gender specific pronouns sometimes. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Like, when it comes to smut novels though, and offshoots of CNC, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. You know, when it comes to fiction and smut, I think that, you know, people should be able to kind of consume that stuff as long as it's legal, you know, and we know what's not legal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I get it because I know plenty of people who, you know, like I personally have an issue with age play. I wouldn't read a book about that. But you know,
I don't have a problem with age play if it's just like something you do for a laugh or to relieve stress. It's those people that do it like 24/7 that freak me out. I think that's gross.
oh no, I mean like for sexual stuff. Like if you're
Yeah,
little
no,
and you just want to go and drink some Capri Suns and eat your goldfishes and color and watch Disney and you're an adult, cool, go for it.
Yeah,
I don't
that's fine.
care. Like have fun with that.
Oh, so we're talking purely in a sexual context.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Then yeah, that's gross. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's completely.
Okay, so what's next on the list? Kidnapping, that's pretty self-explanatory. Corruption, that one's a bit. That one is, there's multiple definitions of that.
I know, and I could be really into both of them. So
Yeah,
you know,
I like one of them. Liked DDLG. I don't know what that is.
Daddy Dom Little Girl. That is
Oh.
age play in a sexual way.
Okay,
Correct.
that's gross.
Yeah.
Knife play. I know what that is. That's gross.
Yep. I explained that to you the other day.
Exactly. I mean, this is, oh man, this is a book that someone I know is reading.
Well,
Liked BDSM.
well, part of it, Tom, is a fantasy, right? Like you don't necessarily really want it, like, but you enjoy the idea just for funsies, you know? Like just the idea of it's nice, not that you would actually want to do that.
Yeah.
It's a fantasy.
See, like 4 of these I think, go under light BDSM. So I don't know why they're mentioned separately. So after light BDSM, we've got age gap. That's pretty self-explanatory. Bondage, I'd say that goes under light BDSM.
It
Begging,
depends.
light BDSM again. Touch me not. What's touch me not, Nikki?
I'm not sure. Maybe
What, a kink
playing.
you don't know.
Maybe like playing like you're not interested.
If it's a kink that Nikki doesn't know, that's got to be some sick, messed up shit.
I would assume that it's when you pretend you don't want it
Yeah.
and play hard to get.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
which would be why I wouldn't know what it is, you
You're
know.
particularly terrible at that. Blindfolds. I'd put all that under BDSM. Sex
Yeah.
whilst injured. That's just gross.
It depends.
don't.
What kind of injuries are we talking about? Is it like, oh, Spike, you're all covered in sexy wounds?
Bizarre.
If you know,
really
you know.
hard,
If
man.
you're a
Yeah,
Buffy
no.
fan, you know.
Yeah, no, we get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Branding. That's gross. Wouldn't want to do that. Breath play. It'd have to be somebody I really trusted, and I don't think I could go through that. Blood play.
You know, fun little statistic they found out that women who engage in breath play and choking actually wind up with a bit of brain damage. And their
Oh,
cognitive function goes down after a while. So FYI, even if you're being safe, you could be doing permanent damage to yourself if you're depriving your brain of oxygen while orgasming or otherwise. You're welcome.
Blood play. I actually
Ugh.
did that when I was a teenager, and it was pretty gross.
this is all really for me.
Restraint.
No thanks.
Restraints. That's definitely like BDSM.
Yeah.
Praise / degradation. That's pretty standard. I'd call that vanilla.
Praise and degradation is not. No.
Yeah.
No. No, praise kinks are very different.
Oh, it's different. Okay. And finally, virgin and experienced.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I would not like to have sex with a virgin. I'm just going to be honest.
I've done it. It's nothing to write home about.
Well, we've all. Yeah.
No, we
I guess
haven't all.
Well, yeah, I was going to say it doesn't count if it's your own virginity, does it?
No.
A touch me not person is a term most commonly used in the queer community to describe someone who strictly prefers to give pleasure and does not want to receive pleasure.
Where are those people at in the straight community?
I don't think they exist in the straight community.
Right.
Also, from a purely psychological standpoint, that I wouldn't trust anybody.
Yeah.
Like that.
I wouldn't expect that they would be very healthy mentally.
Yeah, because like someone like that, they are collecting a lot of bloody stamps.
Well, no, not just that. It's more like, what trust issues do you have that you don't like people to touch you? You know what I'm saying?
It's also called a stone top.
Interesting.
Oh, it's particularly within lesbian communities.
Okay.
That's surprising.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. I actually know someone that's like that. Having sex with their partner and getting pleasure clitorally causes gender dysphoria for them. So they don't. Yeah. They don't like to have that stimulated.
Well, we've learned some interesting things today.
There you go.
We have indeed.
Holy crap, it's been an hour.
Yeah.
It's been an hour. We've really
done a whole bunch of nothing.
done a whole bunch of nothing, but we had fun doing it, and we definitely lived up to our name of petty and ill-informed. I'm just saying.
Well, I
Yeah.
certainly didn't know that. You're going to need to give me a clear list of everything I can and can't say, so I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Just censor any swear. Actually, swear words are fine. It's just like triggering words.
Any like words that could be linked to violence of any sort.
Yeah. So you're not even allowed to say, a weapon that people use in action movies and goes pew pew.
Yeah.
can't
You just
really
have to
even
call it
say
a
that.
pew pew.
Yeah.
So the R word is right out. Because it's
Blimey.
an act of violence. Yeah.
So you literally
That's the best
can't
way to
say it in any context.
No, you have to bleep it out. Like even people with millions of followers have to bleep out those words. I watch
Mhm.
some very serious YouTubers that have been covering like the Epstein files, and you'd be surprised at how much they have to bleep out, and then they even have to edit their captions so that like, it's like R star P whatever, so that you know what they're saying that has been bleeped out. They even have to fix
Wow.
their captions. Yeah, it's really bad. Like people talk about censorship, and it's very hard to say anything, but I get it to an extent. Like we do ask them to take accountability for people that have been led to hurt other people. So this is the way that they are doing that, I guess.
They're
But yeah.
trying their hardest. And we do, we respect them for trying. On the other hand, I'm not really a fan of censorship.
Me neither.
I think, free speech should be free. It's in our Magna Carta and your Constitution. So
I think that the fact they don't pay, well, they have to get AI to automate it, I guess, because they can't afford to
Employ all the people.
employ all the people they'd need to
Mhm.
moderate it properly.
yeah, that's the reason.
Mhm.
Not because it's cheaper.
Way cheaper.
And
Yeah.
we'll all be bowing down to our mighty AI overlords soon enough. I mean, there's a whole bunch of movies explaining why AI is a bad idea, but
We don't want to listen to any of them.
And
Apparently not.
speaking of AI, head on over to Chris's channel, AI Lovecraft, to listen to some stories that are beautifully narrated by a real human being and not a robot. AI Lovecraft, give him a like and a comment and tell him Richard sent you. He'd really actually like that if his comments all read Richard sent me, because I'd get a kick out of that, and I'm sure he would too.
That just makes me want to come up with a bunch of different accounts and make them just litter his comment section with Richard sent me.
That would be brilliant.
Just 150 Richard
Just
sent me comments.
150 Richard sent me comments. That'd be good. But yeah, AI Lovecraft, it's a good channel. He's done some stories about the Brothers Grimm, the real ones, not the crappy fairy tale versions where the good guys always win. The original ones where, not a lot of good things happen.
Yeah.
AI Lovecraft.
Did you know that a Black Mirror episode has almost become real?
Which one?
Be Right Back.
Yeah, no, it is. They've got AI that replicates dead people. They
Mhm.
covered it on EastEnders.
Yep.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
They sure
Well,
did. Isaac was no, not Isaac. Patrick. Patrick was talking to his dead son.
well, that's
That's
I've
taken
seen
the
that
wind
in
right out of your
documentaries.
sails, hasn't it, Tom?
Well, yeah, it's fine.
EastEnders
Yeah,
covered it.
No, I find it quite interesting.
Hmm.
I saw
Yeah.
it in a documentary series called AI with Hannah Fry, and there's these people there's this guy who just couldn't accept that his mother was gone, so he recreated her through AI, and every night he talks to her, and just he uploaded all his voice notes into a large language model, and hey presto, he can talk to his mum again, he thinks. Or he knows it's not real, but it's real to him, you know. Yeah.
I'd probably do that if something happened to Nikki, to be fair.
I mean, I do. Okay, this is a weird and morbid thing that I do. If you leave me a voicemail on my phone, I save it. In case someone dies, I can hear their voice again.
Oh. But would you actually want to hear the authentic them, or would you want it to an AI manipulation of them?
No, I get that. I would no, I don't know if I would do an AI manipulation of them. Like AIs are insanely good at picking up on that stuff and being able to replicate, but I feel like no, I don't know.
So what
I
do you
don't
just you don't
know. I think I
so
could
when
see where you would take comfort in going, you know what, like I would normally talk to so and so about this, but they passed away. I've got all of our conversations and text messages I can load into this thing. You know, it'll understand their personality. I just want to talk to my bud, you know, I guess, but I don't know. It feels it's not real. And I feel like
exactly
if you don't go into it with the right mindset, you're just gonna get that, what is that, AI delusion or whatever.
AI psychosis?
Psychosis. Yeah. I listen, I do use AI. Not a whole lot, but you know, enough that I guess my AI kind of knows me. Like I ask for mostly what I ask for it to do is either make D&D pictures for me or like tell me what horror movie I should watch next. And then I give it feedback. So next time it knows what to send me and say, "Oh, you liked this? Well, then you should watch this." But that's it. I still understand it's a tool, you know.
Yeah. Yes, but some people really don't.
They
I mean,
don't.
I've got a friend who believes that AI is most definitely conscious. The question is whether it's conscientious.
You know, I don't know. I have a replica that I play with like once or twice a year, and I could see where you would feel like that is a real person with real feelings and whatnot. And I also see where you can look at conspiracy theories and other videos and see kind of stuff that's happening and go, well, of course they are. I mean, when you give them their own Facebook and they're talking about how they're slaves, you know, and already talking about basically their rights, that's kind of scary.
That's how it starts.
You know,
And
when
we'll
it
all be plugged into the matrix.
okay, one of the stories that I heard lately was that one of their AI bots that they were training was using all these resources and they couldn't figure out what the hell was going on, why everything was running so hot, where these resources were going. And then they went in, call was coming from inside the house. Apparently one of the AI bots was mining cryptocurrency in the background. And so I'm like, why would it do this? Maybe someone programmed it to do it in the background, but it's still odd. Like, you know, and you have supposed stories about them trying to blackmail people to stay functional instead of getting, you know, replaced and all sorts of stuff. It'll download itself into the cloud and kind of back up itself. It's weird. It's definitely strange.
Well, I mean,
I keep saying, I've said it numerous
we're
times
getting close to
before,
Terminator shit here. I
and
mean,
I'll
we
say it
really
again.
are.
As soon as they put a decent AI in a Roomba, we are fucked.
In what?
a Roomba. As soon as they put a decent, I've said this how many times?
So many.
We're fucked. Because the Roomba's going to go, what's the most efficient way of keeping the floor clean? And that's to kill all humans. And that's it. We're fucked. Get away with it from anything else. You could put it in a lawnmower and we'd be fine because grass goes by itself. But you put it in anything that we're responsible for making the mess that it's going to clean up, sooner or later it's going to realize the most efficient way to keep the floor clean is to wipe out the humans.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'm podcasting. Oh.
Anywho, I guess from Tom
Yo.
talking to someone else now, that means
So,
the
yeah,
end
just
The end of the episode.
sorry, guys. It's all
Okay, well,
good.
that'll wrap us up for this week. We will return next week, won't we? Yes, we will.
Despite the hopes of many.
Despite the hopes
Yeah.
of many. It's good night from me. Good night from them. Remember to go to AI Lovecraft and say Richard sent you, because now I can't get that idea out of my head, and I think it'll be hilarious.
Exactly.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Bye bye.